Right on. Well, what I'm doing is I'm trying to not sell my book per se, because I didn't come here to sell my book. I thought if anyone's interested in it, great, because this is, in fact, a dissertation on learning about how you are not your mind, what are the things that are getting in the way that are causing you to believe you are your mind, and then how to work about it. The name of the book is Repeatlessness, and the whole half of the book is the 8th chapter that I call Recipes for Repeatlessness. How to turn your everyday moment into a conscious activity where everything is fresh and new. And that's what the whole book is all about. So, you might want to check it out. If you want to read some or watch some videos about it and stuff. What's that?
You're going to make any copies available this evening?
Yeah, I have a whole box of them. Actually, I have a whole series of tools that I've created. Okay, I have something that's called the Healing Garden. And one of my mentors, a guy named Dr. Lee Polis, who actually started what is known as sports psychology and envisioning and using visualization and stuff like that. Okay, now how many of you guys do affirmations? Actually work with reprogramming your brain? Okay? Because if you don't...
I don't like the word reprogramming, but...
I tried it.
Okay.
Well,
Additional programming, neutralizing. I'm going to
brainwashing.
brainwashing. You prefer that? The reason
so long. It takes a sponge out, and I tell you what, this brain is full of.
The reason I ask whether or not you do that is because that unless you do, you are running the programs that are in there automatically. And you've got that 4-to-1 ratio that's going on without any control whatsoever.
Well, then what you said earlier, though, was coming out of these systems of thinking or whatever. So that would be the absence of any thinking, and it would be like reaching a peace.
Ultimately,
it's like an overwhelming peace
New
with
balance.
the world, but not judging the world, not projecting anything on that would be negative. But that doesn't mean that you don't struggle against what you feel to be wrong in the world.
No.
But you don't hate or resent it when you're struggling against it.
Right.
See, that's the way.
Yeah.
Possibly to work out on that.
Absolutely.
Oh, and not
So now, with the idea of affirmations, okay, it's as simple as this. One of the definitions of insanity, you guys have heard this, is going the same thing over and over and
different results.
That's right. Using the same thoughts, the same behaviors, the same procedures, and each time you go to do it and you do the same ones, but you expect a different result. So I have created audio programs that you sit with and work with, but if you ever do these types of things, you have to understand that one of the other things that is part of my dissertation is the idea of what I created something called tri-voice technology. And that is that the reason affirmations didn't work and this whole New Age thing became kind of crashing down is because all we ever worked with was the first person. I am this and I am that. I am this and I am that. I am a millionaire. I am a. When the source of all those I's were the you, he, or she statements.
What now?
The you, he, and she statements. So I'll give you an example. When I work with my affirmations or I am creating them, I use what is called the tri-voice technology. So, I, Joe, am a loving and beautiful person. You, Joe, you're a loving and beautiful person. He, Joe, he's a loving and beautiful person. I, Joe, am a genius at whatever I do. You, Joe, you're a genius at whatever you do. He, Joe, he's a genius at whatever he does.
Sort of like I'm okay, you're okay.
That's right.
What if he's not a genius?
Well, whatever it is you want to do. Now, there's actually 11 levels.
Of genius.
Yeah. There's 11 levels at which that programming occurs. In my book, I spell out all 11 levels. I offer you those 3 today, so if you begin that, I have a CD that teaches you how to do all that kind of stuff and goes through. Pardon?
Which book are you?
Repeatlessness, my book.
Oh, it's that same book.
Yeah, I have that in chapter 8. But there's 11 levels at which that programming occurs in the voices in your head. And until you take control of those voices, they have control of you. And they were put in you. You didn't ask for them.
Have you seen that T-shirt that says "I obey the voices in my head" or something like that?
Yeah.